AJ back at it one last time as we feature the 8th installment in my series about the various Broadway shows that you can enjoy aboard a Disney cruise. Now, let's talk about those shows on the Disney Adventure. But before we do that, remember, guys, the Disney Adventure is the first in what's known as Disney's Titan class of ships. This is a ship that is a lot larger than what folks are used to with regard to Disney Cruise Line ships. Now, with that many more people on board, they have changed just how they're doing these shows and the productions so they can accommodate everyone on board. You've got two shows on the Adventure. You've got Seize the Adventure and a show called Remember. Now, coming up in just a minute, I'm going to have a very special guest on to chat about just what these shows are about. First things first, though, let's talk about how it all actually works on a ship the size of the Adventure. On a 3-night sailing, Seize the Adventure runs on night number 1. And there's multiple showtimes, including a matinee, the early and late dining shows, and then they even have a 10:15 p.m. showing. Then Remember runs across nights 2 and 3. On 4-night sailings, Seize the Adventure runs across nights 1 and 2, while Remember runs across nights 3 and 4. Now, for most sailings, you're actually going to be assigned a showtime in the Disney Cruise Line app before you even board. And if you want to change the showtime, you're not happy with that, you can visit the show change desk on board. Another important tip, the 10:15 p.m. show of Seize the Adventure is actually the least crowded. And just like everything else on Disney Cruise Line, people line up early for the best spots. So get there early to make sure you can ensure the spot that you want. So if Broadway style entertainment is important to you, make sure you're planning ahead, okay? Now, I'm very excited to welcome all the way from Australia, Disney Cruise Line superfan Charlotte, who, much like my daughter Sky, has aspirations of one day being a Disney Cruise Line main stage performer. Charlotte, why don't you go ahead and take a moment to tell us about the 2 Broadway shows available on the Adventure.
Disney's Seize the Adventure is on some other Disney cruises. It's a short, fun show that follows the story of Goofy and his dream of being a captain, as well as some of the things that help make this dream come true. Remember is a brand new show exclusive to the Adventure. It follows the story of Wally and Eve, and features some amazing classic Disney songs that are classed as Eve's favorites, in which Wally plays to help heal Eve after being injured by a solar storm. A fun fact about this show is that since the Adventure is targeted towards an Asian market, there is limited dialogue within the show. This way, every guest, no matter what language they speak, can easily follow the story and be immersed in all the magic.
Thanks so much, Charlotte. I really appreciate you taking the time out to be my eyes and ears on the open seas, especially since my family is yet to travel to Singapore to sail on the Disney Adventure. Now, that wraps up my 8-part series on the various Broadway-style shows that you get to enjoy aboard Disney Cruise Line. Coming up soon, I'm going to be launching a brand new series about the various kids clubs on board the fleet of Disney Cruise Line ships. And I'm going to be featuring another special guest, somebody who is uniquely qualified to talk about all of the kids clubs because he actually grew up on board Disney Cruise Line. We're talking about my son, Cole, and we're going to get started talking about that next time.